Tavex, Tavex. This is New Year's from Israel. He on the island too. Tavex, purity becoming one. I know this is a late night video, but I want to do it. So in a couple minutes, I was busy. I was out. I came in late. I just finished eating, and I only ate twice today. I had a very busy day, but I felt I had to share this with you. So I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes to see if anybody comes in the room. If not, I know it's late. It's a weeknight. I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna just read one verse, three verses. I'm not gonna get into too messy details. Israelites, put your thinking cap on. I'm gonna be talking about July. July. I know some of you guys are thinking about the month, the seventh month, July with the 4th of July. But if you stop thinking one dimensional and you listen to that word again to say, what else could that word mean in incognito? July. Split the word up. J-U space L-Y space. July. 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 So we'll wait a few minutes. I'm just going to read a verse. I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to watch a trailer to a movie. I didn't make it. It's a documentary. It's only about 4 or 5 minutes because the Hebrew wants you to pay money to see the whole one. I give it to him. He was a Messianic Hebrew before, and I sent him a couple emails when he was. And now he's a Torah, and he's been making videos ever since, like before, when he was a Messianic Hebrew. And they were good too, But this one, I saw the clip, and I just had to share it. I'm not going to say too many words because I don't want to offend anybody. And I'm not offending. I'm just doing a critique overview of a documentary that I didn't make. I just saw on YouTube. So I'm just going to share it with you. So we're already at 2 minutes, 27 seconds. We'll wait like 5 minutes. Anybody comes in the room. After like 5, 6 minutes, nobody comes in the room. I'm just going to play it, go through it quick, and it'll be off. And I know it'll be edified. You know some of the stuff already, but they have even a couple things in the clip that's like new stuff. And I guess the real juicy stuff is in the video and documentary, and he wants $35 to see it. And, me personally, I don't need to see it. That's enough from what I see. And I already know a whole bunch of other things. But it had a very good visual, audio, and informational stuff in it. There's a rabbi in there that he used to talk. His name is Rosenberg, I don't know. And he talked to the Messianic Hebrew Israelites. He did conferences with them. He did debates. And now he even says, the Negroes too are Israelites now. But he has something else juicy to say. So I know it has to be more juicy in the video, but, I'm not going to order it. I'm just going to, let's go from here. And again, this is not me making the documentary. I just found it, and I want to share it with you. Because my channel, my videos are my notes are my videos. And this is something I want in my video catalog. I just wanted that. So, Israelite, put your thinking cap on, and it's about July. And remember, separate that word. Stop thinking one dimensional. I know July is the 7th month of the 12-month calendar. But if you think more than one dimensional, that word, you could break it up and it could sound like something else. So this documentary is going to be about, remember, July, but let's separate it. July. And I won't say any more. We're at 5 minutes. We're going to start in 15 seconds because I don't think nobody's going to come in because it's a late night. It's late. It's 11 something. I know people go to bed early now and so forth. And I like to go to bed. I went to bed late last night. I've been making it a habit to go to bed like at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. But a couple of things happened and I've been going to bed. I went to bed at 3, 2:30. Today's going to be a late night too because I got to do some stuff. Tomorrow's Sabbath. So I want to make sure I get some stuff done before Sabbath, which is tomorrow morning. I follow the lunar Sabbath. Okay, we're going to start. Put your thinking caps on. It's about July, but not about the July that you think. Separate the word, put a hyphen between in the middle of the month called July, and hear how it sounds, July. And now I'm going to read Genesis chapter 10. Genesis chapter 10, 1 to 4, and First Chronicles 1, it says the same thing. I'm just going to read this quick. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let the documentary, which I didn't make, I'm just airing it for review, criticism, etc. I'm sharing it with the true physical Israelites who are only the Negroes who've been scattered to the four corners of this flat earth, who only suffer the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. Amos 9:7, O you children of Israel, you are as the Ethiopians unto me. He's given a description, a similarity of the true physical Israelites and a dark race people. So don't be fooled. We're in the last quarter of Earth history. I'm excited. So let's brush off the lies. Let's move forward. Let's fear the Most High. Let's listen to our prophet Samuel, our forefather, who said in 1 Samuel chapter 7, if you're going to return back to the Most High, return back to the Most High with your whole heart, put away the strange God and serve him alone. Listen, I was getting ready to start. Let me just say, I'm going to start with you two guys right here. i.s.u.p.k, Lightning Confirmation, and King David 144. The title of my video is Put Your Thinking Caps on Israel. Put them on. Don't think one-dimensional. I want you to expand your mind. Put your thinking caps on. I'm talking about July. And I know quickly you're going to think, by my thumbnail, I put fireworks, the 4th of July, American flags, but I'm not talking about that July. Just listen how it sounds. Don't think one-dimensional. Think in the second dimension, third dimension. Take that month, July, put a hyphen in the middle of that word, and then listen how it sounds again. July. July. So this is what this video is about. You're going to get it real quick. I'm going to show a documentary. It's going to go right to the point, edifying. And I'm going to read one verse, I'm going to read 4 verses, which is Genesis chapter 10, verse 1 to 4 in the Tanakh. And I'm going to tell how it sounds in the KJV. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's not going to be a long video. Genesis chapter 10, verses 1 to maybe 5. These are the lines of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. There's really no J, but for argument's sake, let's say Japheth. I say Japheth. The son of Noah. Sons were born to them after the flood. The descendants of Japheth, Gomer. When I say the word Gomer, the lights should go off. The descendants of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madi, Javan, Tubal, Meschief, and Teras. The descendants of Gomer, Ashkenaz. Another red light should go on your head. And remember, we're reading about the descendants of Japheth, which is not a Shemitic person. He's a Japhetic person, which is not in the promises, which are not the people group. Let me read it again. Genesis chapter 10, verse 1 to 5. These are the lines of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the son of Noah. Sons were born to them after the flood. The descendants of Japheth, Gomer, The descendants of Gomer, Ashkenaz, red light should go off, Rephath, and Togarmah. The descendants of Japhan, Elisha, Tarish, and Kittim, and Dodam. From these, the maritime nations branched out. Those are the descendants of Japheth, by their lands, each with its language, their clans, and their nations. Japheth is not a Shemite. And when you read it in the KJV, it says, and the sons of Gomer. No, and the sons of Japheth, Gomer, Ashkenaz. No. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madi, Javin, Tubal, Mishek, and Taras. Those are the primary sons of Japheth. And then Gomer then had sons. And the one son that's named first is Ashkenaz. Now, don't think one-dimensional. Who else right now calls themselves that Ashkenaz? These are the maritime nations. And if you read it in the KJV, these are the isles of the Gentiles. These are the maritime nations and their languages. Those are not Shemitic people. Those are Japhetic people, a.k.a. heathen Gentiles. And you can find that same thing. You can find that same thing in 1 Chronicles 1. J.D. Israel, great to have you. Watch what you missed. I don't want to go over. I don't want to make this video long. Put your thinking caps on. This video is about July. And if you think more than one-dimensional, how I want you to think, that word July, if you break it up and put a hyphen in the middle, it means July. 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 Get it? I'm revealing the lies. Physical Hebrew Israelites are only the niggers that have been scattered to the four corners of this flat earth. O you children of Israel, aren't you as the Ethiopians unto me? He's describing the dark race people. The physical Israelites, the Shemites, the Eberites from Eber. People say the Hebrew Israelites, the Eberites, Yasharal, are dark race people, the niggers, who suffer the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26, and no other people on the planet does that. Let me get right into the video. It's called July. July. And I'm not making any commentary because, things are controversial. And I didn't start it in the beginning. Don't ask me. Well, you can see it. This was a Messianic Hebrew. Sent him a couple comments. And then he later turned to Torah, Tanakh Israelite. And he's always made documentary videos about the movies on how it relates to scripture. And he did another one. This was a super good one. But this is only the trailer, that he's asking like $35 to actually view it. I'm not into none of that. This clip is enough. And I already have enough on the month of July. So I don't need any more. I thought this would be a good additive to my video YouTube catalog, and I want to share it with you.
A club, a harmless club. That's what they want you to think. But it's a lie. A lie designed to conceal the truth.
A curse sign, the two fingers extended. This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast. This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast.
I'm gonna show you something.
This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast.
I remembered Romans 12:21.
This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast.
Fair use, fair use.
Do not be
Fair
overcome
use.
by evil, but overcome evil with good.
No one living in Israel today has ancestors who came from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Ashkenazi Jews are the Khazars. They're not Israelites.
I think these Jews finding these roles are serving something darker and higher than themselves. They're not the boss. Like, they're getting a paycheck from someone also. It's some darker fraternity stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I have finally conjured Matiel, the Archangel of Life. The Rothschilds and the others are Sabbatean Jews. They worship Satan. They worship Satan. The Archangel wants us to begin. Your parents can't believe that my beloved Ida.
These guys are all part of fraternities. You know, whether it's Masonic or their clubs from college. With their Greek symbols.
They worship Satan.
Their cults and their rituals.
They worship Satan.
This man knew and did evil on the scale almost absolute.
I don't want to get too deep into it until the right time is, because this is like even dangerous for me.
And he invoked an entity, offered it a vessel to occupy, to possess.
They worship Satan.
Even part of the Jewish prophecies and our legends, we believe within the Jewish people there will be a dark side in the future that we're going to have to deal with. My ancestors taught this 400 years ago. I was a famous rabbi. I speak about this, and so I have a job to educate my people and stop defending the evil within us. So stop defending the evil within us.
They worship Satan.
If you would like to check out the doc.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. I thought that was a very informative, even though we know it, clip. I'm glad you guys came on. The true physical Hebrew Israelites. Remember Deuteronomy 32. The Most High said, you Israelites, the ones in Amos 9:7 that lightning confirmation said, oh, you children of Israel, or as the Ethiopians unto me. He didn't say they're Caucasian Italians and white Greeks and white Dutch people and British. Nah. Coffee color, which inhabited the whole earth first. So anyway, saw the girl spinning up in the air and he got thrown. It's crazy. But you think that if some of you guys think, oh, that doesn't go on, you're vastly mistaken. I made this just so it can enlighten your mind even more. There's so much more dark stuff in the world that you don't know about, and I don't know about. Maybe the Most High shielded from us so we don't see all that craziness. And he says in Isaiah 65, we ain't gonna remember this stuff. You ain't gonna remember Hebrew on the island too. You ain't gonna remember nothing. And before it was bad because I'm like, these they're the niggas, these heathen Gentiles, all of them, they're all together, they're all the same. All the heathen Gentiles, they the same. Lawless, abominable, degenerate in their mind, their hearts, their behavior. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna end it with this. It's called Huntington, Korea. Let me get it for you. I'm gonna get on my other computer. Let me get it for you right here. And I'm gonna show you. Our apex biblical enemy. In Deuteronomy 32, he told us, he says, since you made me jealous, Israelites, I'm gonna make you jealous. I'm gonna put a foolish nation of no people over you. And he did exactly that. Listen. People with less melanin, they're referred to as people that are albinos, albinism. This is why I tell you, SLC24A5 gene is a mutant gene. It's from the zebrafish. It makes somebody or something pale. And they are apex heathen that you could see that's pale has that gene in it all over the world. You already know they got 6 strands of DNA. And the Negro type's got 9. But everything you taught was a lie. And they got something else that you don't know, and I'm going to share it with you right now, and we're going to call it a wraps. This is enough of filth that we need to speak about today. There's a thing, and you can look it up for yourself. I'm going to put it on. It's called the Huntington's disease. It's a rare inherited disease that causes the progressive breakdown, degeneration of nerve cells in the brain. Huntington disease has a wide impact on persons' functional abilities and usually results in movement, thinking, and psychiatric disorders. And I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to put it up. It's called Huntington's disease. Let me see. What are 3 symptoms? 4 main Huntington symptoms. The first symptoms of Huntington disease: difficulty concentrating, memory lapse. You know, they don't like to memorize what they did to us. Memory lapse. Depression. How many of them, you know, when the stock market falls, they jump out of the windows, jump in front, walk in front of buses, walk on train tracks? Once the stock market falls or the wife leaves, they kill everybody, super depressed. Look what trauma we went through. Nigga was really depressed. When you hear an old woman hanging in the park, oh, she committed suicide. No, she didn't. You guys do that. You apex heathens do that because you suffer from Huntington's disease. This is a nervous system problem that affects the brain. Let me finish. Stumbling and clumsiness. Figure this, no dancing really. Not too many of you guys can do that. And the one that I want to pay close attention to is called mood swings, irritability, aggressive behavior. Who has shown the Israelites aggressive behavior from eons past, decades and centuries past to now? Aggressive behavior, mood swings, nasty as a viper towards us. The old, the young, that's what it said in Deuteronomy 30. The old, the young, the middle-aged, they ain't gonna show no respect. Nasty. Mood swings such as irritability. They get irritated when we come around and we don't do anything. Irritated. Aggressive. They call us a super predator. Who's the one shooting up the schools? Who's the one that's toppling nations and putting militaries in every nation? Who's the aggressive one? Oh no, the nigga grind in the hood over there. No, it's all lies. You are the aggressive. You got a brain problem. It's called Huntington's disease. Albino people suffer from this. It's called Huntington's disease. It's craziness. Let me show you the Huntington's disease. You can look it up for yourself. And when you deep look into it, like I don't want to get too racially into this, but people that suffer from albinism, which means they lack melanin. They lack melanin. They have Huntington's disease. Some suffer worse than others. But I just explained to you how why you see shooting up the schools. They made fun of me. My woman left me, that girl left me. I'm going to kill everybody in this restaurant. I'm going to go in this church and kill everybody. And then eat McDonald's after that. And like nothing happened. I'm going to hang a couple people in the park. I'm going to jump them because I need 10 people because that Negro got crazy ass muscles and boxes, jiu-jitsu and stuff. I got to watch him. So I'm going to get the old lady. I'm going to get these guys. I'm going to put 10 guys on this guy. And that's how they operate. Huntington's disease. All right, hopefully this was edifying. Tavex, lightning confirmation. Tavex, period of becoming one. King David 144. And of course, JD Israel. Tavex, period of becoming one. Hopefully this video was edifying. Until next time.